cheap. I got me.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I ain't going to scan downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Room here to run. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
His pass.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Well, at first down, they run with PuNeXxPuNcHeR. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
He was brought down by
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's PuNEXxPuNcHeR trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
A pickup of 2 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Pass complete to
Sammy Watkins.
Touchdown,
There to make the
Baltimore.
grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker.
And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
For Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield running left on the option. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He's taken down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Derek Wolf there on the
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for PuNEXxPuNcHER. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
PuNEXxPuNcHER on the handoff.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's complete to John Ross. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there. First down.
First down, Ravens.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. At the 41. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Alvin Kamara.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Alvin Kamara, 28 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 28. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 45 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll run the screen with Bowden. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
To Lynn Bowden.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of
That
6.
play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The wide receiver, the ball
Brandon, all
carrier.
things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get a score closer.
The kicker on.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down at 4. Mayfield. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Las Vegas.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
This is Fournette. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Nice little juke. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down. And
that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And some room to work. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Mayfield now. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Being chased out left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score. Will stay right where it is. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Here's Kamara off the draw. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows and just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
30-yard line, second and 12. Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down to the 26.
For a Las Vegas.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. From the 4, it's second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Jackson's pass.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Going deep here for Watkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to number 14,
Sammy Watkins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Jackson from the shotgun. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it. with the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Mayfield. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd down and 12.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jackson to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Moreau here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Catch made, it's Moreau. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. He goes This full extension, and he's got it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the Ravens' 21-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Mayfield. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now.
Will line up.
Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
27.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
And 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Baltimore, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.